You have 3 style essences that when you put those 3 style essences together, all in the one outfit, it's like a boom. It's like you come alive in your clothes in a whole new way. Dressing becomes easy. It becomes a creative endeavor. It becomes this beautiful self-expression of the truth of who you are. Hey, and thanks so much for joining me on my channel. My name is Sarah Gale, and I am really happy to have you here. Do you know I've tried this introduction a number of times, and it always, I don't know, it just seems clunky. So excuse me if I feel clunky today. Going forward, it's going to be so much easier. Let's get the introduction in there and then out of the way. So I'm the founder of Wearing Your Worth. This channel is about basically sovereign beauty. It's the intersection of personal development and dressing, clothing, fashion. And those two worlds have been part of my life now for 3 decades. Let me explain. I started in the fashion industry over 3 decades ago. I started in like wholesale, went into buying roles, bought for many of the major companies in Australia. And then I moved on into consulting for lots of companies, both here and overseas. I was a judge on Project Runway Australia. I did the startup at the Iconic, and then I've held senior executive roles in global fashion companies. At the same time, I've also been in personal development for over 25 years. I've been a daily meditator for over 30 years, and it just has been part of my DNA. About 15 years ago or so, these two worlds came together. And over the last 10 years, I have devoted thousands and thousands and thousands of hours understanding this intersection of who we are and what we wear. And the results that I've come up with are going to so make dressing so much easier for you to really reconnect with your true beauty, to really know how to dress, to express the full you. You can throw out all of the old confusing ways, your body type, your color palettes, how you need to follow every trend, all those pieces. They're very much externally focused ways of getting dressed, and I'm going to show you how you can really find out what your true heart and soul wants to wear and how you put that together on a day-to-day basis, no matter where you are going, to really come home to your authenticity and who you are and what you wear. And why does this matter? This makes such a difference in your life, because when you are dressed coherently from the inside out and really wearing what is true and authentic to you, your whole energy changes. If I can be woo-woo for a moment, your frequency increases and expands, and you feel like you're grounded in your power. You feel like you're absolutely resonating with your true beauty. And all the things that you think you need to remember about how to dress properly, or you think you need to research, you're going to connect inside with that, and it's going to be so freaking easy. So I'm from Melbourne, Australia, but I work with clients all over the world in this area, and I have for the last 10 years. So let me tell you in a quick snapshot of how we go about this. And yeah, there will be instructional videos along the way, and there'll be lots of information so that you too can come home to who you are and what you wear and know how to do that. So this is what I've discovered. At this point in time, we, especially women, but men are there as well, but I'm going to talk to women today. We are filled with programming and patterning that we've picked up from societal views, family views, social context about how we need to look and what we need to wear. It doesn't just happen in our clothes. Let's face it, beauty and the standards that we are meant to live up to all the time are ridiculous. And they keep changing. Have you ever noticed that? It's nuts. It's totally nuts. For me, in my part, I'm going to concentrate on the dressing part because that's my expertise. And I have spent the last 10 years down this track gathering data and being able to put it together into a form that I can hand over to you so that you can really embrace this. So this is what I know. Once you find the programming and the patterning that you are in that make you feel insecure, bring you angst, overwhelm, frustration in your wardrobe, you think that's just about your clothes. But actually, it has so much more to do with your relationship with your clothes. And we're going to unpack that, because underneath that relationship and underneath the programs and the patterning is the truth of who you are and how you want to express. That is where your power and your true beauty lives. And I so want to help you come back into connection with that. So I'm going to put it down into 4 very simple pillars. My business is called Wearing Your Worth. You can look me up on Instagram at Wearing Your Worth, or I have a website, wearingyourworth.com. And there's a book which should be out in about 2026, which explains all of this. But in the meantime, let's get to it here, because there's so much you can do to really come home to yourself. This channel will be broken into 4 pillars. I call it R.I.S E. R-I-S-E. And in each of the videos, you're going to see something with either an R, an I, an S, or an E. R stands for reflect. What we're going to do is we're going to be reflecting, how do you feel right now when you get dressed? And what is it within your wardrobe that you constantly gravitated to, or that you gravitate to? And what might that mean about your relationship with your clothes, which is a direct relationship with yourself? So that's R. Then we go to insight. Insight is, let's look at the major forms of programming and patterning that I've seen from clients over the last 10 years. And I'm going to take you into some of that and some of the stories in a hope that you'll resonate with some of those and you can see what patterning and programming you've taken on. S stands for style. And through the style, we're going to be looking at your style essences. Now, let me be clear, style essences, this is what I've known by charting all the data over the last 10 years, is this. That there are 6 style essence groups, and you will be among 3 of them. You have 3 style essences that when you put those 3 style essences together, all in the one outfit, it's like a boom. It's like you come alive in your clothes in a whole new way. My clients say to me, I have never felt so alive in my clothes. I feel like I'm home. Dressing becomes easy. It becomes a creative endeavor. It becomes this beautiful self-expression of the truth of who you are. So we're going to go through and we're going to talk about the different style essences. We're going to look at the 6 different style essence groups. That comes under style. Then E stands for, wait for this, it might be something slightly to what you might not have thought. E stands for embody. Now, why do I use the word embody? Basically, what I mean by that is, now when you know your style essences, how do you embody those in the clothes? Some people would call that dress. And how do we dress in those? But I want you to start to really feel into that your clothes are an embodiment tool for the full expression of who you really are. And when you get dressed with that intention, the power and the energy that you embody and take out into the world, the beauty that you feel inside yourself is so freaking gorgeous. It's ridiculous. So that's it. That's where we're going to go in this channel, R-I-S-E, right? And so when you're going through and you're watching videos, obviously this is the first. When you're watching videos though, and you want to dive more into some of the programs and patterns to see if they're holding you back, then look for I. If you're wanting to know what your current wardrobe might be telling you about your own relationship with yourself, look for R. If you're wanting to understand the style essences and your style essences more and the 6 different groups, go to S. And if you're wanting to know then how to style your style essence groups and understand how to put different things together, you're going to go to E for embody. So please, this is a totally different paradigm to dressing than anything else that is out there. It takes into account who you really are. It is the future of dressing. This is about coming into your emotional being and dressing from who you really are, rather than taking opinions from the outside and making them fit you. You're actually allowing to know who you are and allowing the things on the outside then to fit with that. So the thing is, if you don't know your patterns and if you don't know what programming is there, then that programming is going to manage you instead of you managing it. And if you don't know your style essences, you're not going to find the consistency across all areas of your wardrobe in what to wear. Once you know your style essences, once you get a grip on these, they go across every single lifestyle of your wardrobe. So where they might be contained in one particular dress, you'll then find a top and a pair of pants that will have the same style essences, and you will feel as great in that as you will in your favorite dress. This is revolutionary, and I really, really hope you come on the journey for this, because it will totally change the way that you feel about dressing, the way that you feel about your own beauty, and the way that you feel when you go to your closet every single morning. So if you like this, please press subscribe, because I want this to go to as many people as possible so we can really stand in our own power. And if you like this video, please like it, subscribe, and you'll get notified when the others arrive. Thanks so much.